everybody, and welcome back to another What's for Dinner. I have a couple of dinners for you guys. So if you watched my grocery haul from last week, you will know that this dinner is totally off. I honestly was not feeling anything that I cooked or that was on the menu for this last week. I just was not feeling it, so I didn't go by it. I kind of just used what was in the house and made what we had. I don't know, sometimes I guess you just have those weeks. Like, I kept looking at the menu board, I was like, this just don't sound good. So here is what we ended up having for last week's meals. For this first meal, I am cooking some tilapia. We have had this in the freezer for probably too long, honestly. But it was still good. I just thawed it out, and y'all will see me drying it off. And then I put together some Parmesan cheese and some of that complete seasoning. I did not measure at all. Y'all will see that. I just kind of do like however much I think for the fish. So just kind of eyeball it. And then all I'm going to do is take and coat I'm going to rub the fish down with olive oil. And then I'm going to take and coat both sides very well with that Parmesan complete seasoning. I guess that's what you can call it. And then I just put that on a lined cookie sheet. I totally forgot to spray a couple of the pieces, and I was struggling to get them off. So make sure that you spray your pan. Don't be like me. Spray your pan so you won't be struggling after it's cooked to just try to get it off the foil onto your plate. But this was really simple. I think you could do this with a few different kinds of fish. It was really light and refreshing. Along with this, I made some boxed mac and cheese, and then I steamed up some broccoli. For this broccoli, y'all know I make cheesy broccoli and I make just steamed broccoli. So this was just the steamed broccoli, and I made steamed it up, put butter, salt, and pepper, and a little bit of garlic, and then I just tossed it and put it back in the microwave for a little bit longer. But y'all, this meal was so good. Everybody loved it. Of course, Winston didn't eat the fish, but he did eat the macaroni, so I guess that's a plus. And he doesn't like anything green, but it was good. Luke and I liked it, and I was glad to finally get that fish out of the freezer. For this next meal, I just made some basic taco meat. I think this was like a pound and a half of hamburger meat. Normally when I do tacos, I make more taco meat than like we would eat, because I like to have leftovers. Luke takes it to work with him, or me and Winston can eat it for lunch the next day. So all I did was brown that meat up, add Taco Bell, add some taco seasoning. Instead of adding water, I added some tomato juice, and then I also added in a can of beans. I really wanted black beans. I did not have any, so I just opened up a can of Great Northern beans and just drained them, rinsed them, and put those in there, and it worked just as good. So you can do whatever kind of beans you want. You could even do chili beans if you wanted that little bit of heat. Just don't rinse them. Don't drain and rinse them. Just put them in there as is. But I just put enough tomato juice in there to help kind of make it a little saucy. You don't want it too dry. So I'm just going to let that cook down. And then I'm going to get the rest of my ingredients out that I'm going to be, instead of doing just basic tacos, I decided to make my taco pie. It has been so long. I don't even think I've made it at this house. I made it at the last house. It's really good. It's really easy. It's just something that I forget about. So what you'll need is your meat mixture. You will need soft shells, like the smaller ones, the taco soft shells. Cheese, of course. You'll need some type of queso cheese. I ended up using, it was actually Stadium cheese. You just get it at Kroger. But I used that. And all you're going to do is just layer it. Y'all will see me how I layer it. But you just stack it up until it's all gone. Like until all your meat and, everything's gone. And you just bake it in, pop it in the oven at 350 for about 25-30 minutes. Remember, everything's cooked. You just want to make sure it's well heated through. And the best way to make this, like you can make it in a regular pan, like a casserole dish, like a round, you could do like a cake pan or something, like a, y'all know what I'm talking about. But doing it in a spring foam pan makes this so much easier, because you can, once it's baked, you can take it out of the oven, pop that ring around the sides, and then it's way easier to cut and it looks pretty. Which I know, a lot of families don't worry about it looking pretty, because you're just gonna, your family's just gonna eat it. But if you were having company over, this would be, a pretty way to show off your taco pie. So y'all will see me put it together. I like doing a layer, doing like a quesadilla layer in between each meat layer. And you can also, if you don't want to put beans in your meat, but you like refried beans, you could do refried beans in place of the queso cheese. And then you'll have, shell, meat, cheese, shell. And then you'll put either your queso or your refried beans, a layer of that, and then you'll put another shell on top, and then just keep repeating it until all your ingredients is gone. And it's really good. This one's versatile as well with different ingredients. You can change it up however you want to. You could use corn tortillas, I'm sure, or whatever your heart desires or your family likes. So along with this, y'all know we love having my minute rice. I've showed it on my channel many a times. Just gonna put this together, and then I will pop it in the oven. here it is right out of the oven. Y'all, this is so good. Me watching this and editing it makes me want to have it again. But we just serve it with your normal taco toppings, sour cream. We had taco sauce, we had cheese. You can also do lettuce and tomatoes and all that if you want to. For this next meal, I roasted me up some veggies in the oven. I tried it a little different. I used ranch dressing, like the dry ranch mix. I had the big container of it. So the only thing I would change is I would add more ranch. It was good, but it needed a bunch more flavor. I ended up adding salt and pepper once they came out. So that would be the only thing that I would change. Potatoes and carrots is always my go-to for roasting. They were really good. Like I said, I would just add more ranch. That would be my only change. But along with these roasted veggies, I had some pork chops. I fried up some yummy pork chops. We hadn't had fried pork chops in a long time either. So it's basic. If you know how to, if you fried pork chops before, you just want to make sure your oil is good and hot, but not too hot where it's just going to go straight to burning, because then you'll just be hard and tough. So your oil just needs to be perfect. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but you want the perfect oil so that your crust on the outside is going to get crispy, but then you're also going to have a tender piece of, pork chop inside. So for my flour mixture, I normally just add whatever I want to. So I just put a little bit of flour in a plastic container, and I add a bunch of seasonings. I think I added like seasoned salt and salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. That's normally my go-tos. Add that in there, and then I just coated both sides of the pork chop really good with that flour mixture, and then I put them down in the oil once the oil was good and hot. I did do 2 pans going at the same time. I ended up adding half oil and half butter, and for some reason y'all will see that it like bubbled up. I don't know what the deal was, but it ended up turning out fine, so I guess it didn't really matter. But I did have 2 pans going at the same time just so I could get all the pork chops cooked at once. You don't have to do that, but I did just to save time. But y'all, this is always a good down home country meal. I always love some fried pork chops. This is definitely one that y'all have seen before. I had to make it again. That brown sugar chili chicken is absolutely the bomb. I already have a full video on this, and I will have it linked in the description box below. But y'all, it was so good. For this last clip, this was Saturday. We had some friends over for a goodbye summer, hello fall party, even though it's still totally hot here. It's like 80s and 90s every day. I'm like, come on, Kentucky, we need to work on this. But here is the spread that we had. The only thing I forgot to get a picture of or a clip of was the meat, which was of course the star of the show. Luke did a great job. He fixed chickens and he fixed a pork loin. But here's everything. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Please comment down below. Subscribe if you are new. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.